More information coming in from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. The protest movement in PoK continues to intensify. There are a large number of people who have gathered in Rawalakot to begin a march towards Muzaffarabad after talks between the Joint Awami Action Committee and the Pakistani authorities ended without a breakthrough. The agitation has now entered its 52nd day, with protesters demanding the release of the detained activists, withdrawal of cases against demonstrators and acceptance of their broader demands. So on one side, Ajay, we see an election that is reportedly marred by rigging and violence. On the other, we see these large-scale protests taking place in neighboring Muzaffarabad. Do you think the people, the civilians, are going to be able to make a dent in being able to restore autonomy for the region, which is their #1 demand?
See, Megha, as I said, this was a planned move of Pakistani forces and the ISI, because they knew that if people will participate in the election, then they are not going to, overcome this situation by winning the election over there. And that's why they have decided to do it. And now, when people were protesting on the roads, and not today only, but for last more than a month's time, they are protesting on the road. They were not heard. They were shot with the bullets whenever they raised their voice. And those who were basically leaders, they were targeted specially. That is basically to stress this situation. More than 100 people have died. And today, when election was going on, there was every news channel there, they were reporting that, people are not coming out of their horses to cast their vote. That was a major indication. That was a major message to the Pakistan government and the international community that see that we are not part of this election. But even after that, election was going on. And in the evening, they started their process of rigging that poll. That is what they have done. Now, this, election, what, has happened there in the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, this is going to dent Pakistan in the larger perspective, because people of the international community must be, noticing this thing, that what is happening in the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, because for last several days when they were raising their voice against Pakistan government by saying that we are illegal occupants of Pakistan, we are not part of Pakistan.
Right, absolutely. In fact, Ajay, give us more information about how do you think the movement of these people, this rebellion, is going to pan out in the coming days and weeks and months, and what kind of external support are these people seeking?
See, it is only, Pakistani ISI, Pakistani army, those who are controlling this situation by pumping bullets in the bodies of the people of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Otherwise, the violence which has taken place there after Pakistani forces opened fire on the civilian, that was something that, which one cannot explain. That kind of a violence and the harassment people were facing over there. But yes, just because of the pressure of the Pakistani forces and, doing whatever they want, that is something which is making people scary. But yes, in the coming days, it is expected that after this election is going to be over, people of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, they will not stop there. They will continue their protest by raising their voice against the Pakistan in front of the international community. Because now their motive is what is happening in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Balochistan and PoK now. That is something the world is watching. And after this election, what is expected that Balochistan have declared themselves as an independent country, it is expected that PoK will also march towards the fence, means the other side of Pakistan occupied Kashmir, which is Jammu Kashmir, and that is what they have given message they have given to the Pakistan government, that if you are going to stop our supplies of ration and other eatables and
right.
Things,